Okay, so this is going to be the second and final video of day 7, unit 4 for geometry. Um, in it, we're just going to talk about cones, right? Hint, hint. So we've got these illustrations here showing that as the number of lateral faces goes up, right, as we start approaching infinity, we start to obviously approach a cone, right? Where because these are regular pyramids. So just like anything else, right? The number of side lengths, vertices on a regular polygon as it goes up to infinity, we approach a 360-degree arc, aka a circle, right? So inevitably we come to a cone, right? So in this video, we're briefly going to talk about how to calculate the surface area of a cone. That would obviously be this formula here. Uh, Again, this is very similar to the surface area of a pyramid, right? So this is the area of the base, which is a circle, right? Okay, and this, oddly enough, is actually the area of the lateral faces as we go around. Okay, and not going to get into the particulars of that. There's a whole bunch of stuff involved with that, so don't want the video to run too long. It also has to do with the number of lateral faces approaching infinity, and yeah, it gets real crazy. Okay, anyway, so let's practice using it. As you can see, we only need two things. We need L, right? So this is the slant length. Okay, that is the slant length, which is this right here in pink, right? And obviously, this right here is the area of the base, right? Which of course is a circle. Okay, and we have everything we need. We have the radius, we have the slant length, which of course you're not going to always have that, but we're good enough with trig, among other things, to easily be able to calculate anything we're missing. So let's go ahead and practice using it real quick. So pi r squared, so pi times r squared plus pi times r times the slant length, which in this case is 20, right? And we've got everything we need. 20 times 10 is 200 times pi is 200 pi, plus 10 squared is 100, so 100 pi. And then we can combine like terms. So this is 300 pi is going to be our surface area for this cone. And of course, if you don't want to be fancy like me, so I'll show you both ways. But we can say 300 pi is going to give us our answer. We, of course, still need the decimal estimate. So we get 942.48. 942.48. And we're in meters, so meters squared, right? And like I said, if you don't want to be fancy, you can enter this all into the calculator just as is like that. No big deal. So let's try it that way just to prove a point. So pi r squared, and that plus pi r L, so that's our slant length, which is 20, right? And we see that we get the exact same thing. Okay, so that does it for this video, meter squared. That does it for this video. Again, we're to the point, like I keep telling you, where the hardest stuff is all behind us. The hardest stuff being trig. Now that we know all the trig that we need to know, we know how to utilize the Pythagorean theorem really well. Everything in the linear aspects of geometry. I mean, when we go up in dimensions, it does become as simple as plugging in the formulas, right? So if you have any questions about any of this, shoot me an email or you know where to come find me otherwise. Goodbye.